I think we're gonna go ahead and get started now. It's 2:05, about to be 2:06. Andrew.
Okay, do you want to take the?
Yeah, I was waiting for 2:06. Is it 2:06 now?
About to be 2:07 actually.
Oh, man, you're just
okay,
pushing it now.
I'm a minute late here.
No, sure.
Okay.
So thanks everyone for joining us this afternoon. We have Ignacio who's going to be doing a cooking class for us.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm on camera. Am I on camera right now?
You're on camera, yes.
Okay.
All right, we're all yours now, Ignacio.
There you are.
Okay. All right. So today on Chef Ignacio's kitchen, and my lovely wife is on camera duty. Thank you, hon. Want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Say hi.
Yep.
Hi.
Okay, so today we're gonna make macaroni and cheese. We're gonna make from scratch, and we're gonna customize the color of our macaroni and cheese. This is my daughter's recipe. So when she was younger, she used to love making this because she could make it any color she wanted. So we have all of the ingredients. We have fun little small pasta shells because these are fun to eat and get little cheese cut in little nooks and crannies. And then we have food coloring. We can only find neon, so I'm going to let you guys choose when it gets a little closer what color we're going to choose. So we have pink. You guys like pink? I know, right? So, and then over here, we have cheese. A lot of cheese. And then we have a little bit of this cheese because I like this kind of cheese.
Kind of cheese.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's mild cheddar cheese.
Or just cheddar cheese.
Oh, sorry. Mild cheddar cheese. And then this one is an aged cheddar. It's a sharp cheddar.
It's aged because Ignacio is aged.
Oh, thank you, honey. Yeah. So
The cheese goes with the man.
Oh,
I have to point out, though, I love that shirt, Ignacio.
oh, thank you very much. This was a gift from my my sister-in-law. And yes, I like how it says 1977, the year I was born, and then blank because I'm still here.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Ignacio.
hi guys. All right. So, what we're gonna start with is, as you can see, the lovely pot of water has been boiling. I made it magically boil right now. Just kidding. I started it before we started. So it's boiling. It's just straight water. Okay. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our food coloring. So I heard a vote for pink. Is that what I heard?
There's also purple.
There's also purple. But since I heard pink, I'm gonna go with pink. Yellow. Did I hear yellow?
Yeah. We could make yellow with what? Red and orange?
When we get back up and running and we're down the road a little bit and everything's, where we're supposed to be, I'll come in and we will all make some macaroni and cheese together and you can all pick your own color. It'll be super fun.
Ooh, fun.
So I'm gonna go with pink here. Lovely pink. Okay. So all you're gonna do, and you can put as much or as little as you like. Just remember, the more you put in the water, the brighter the color will be. Okay. If you only put a few drops, it'll just come out a little bit pink.
Subtle, yeah.
Right. But we're not going to do that. We're not about subtlety today. We are about lots of color. So we're just going to go ahead and drip our color in here.
Ooh, it's changing the water. Whoa, that's going to be bright pink.
Yeah, it is.
Should go with
All
your
right.
personality.
All right. Okay. Forgot to cut this guy open.
Oh.
Big knife. We're going to use scissors.
We're going to be safe.
Safety.
Safety first.
Safety.
Ignacio is always safe in the kitchen, even when no one is watching.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I hurt myself in the kitchen all the time. All right. So now we're going to go ahead.
Hold on. Let's see what this little one is munching on. She's eating the strap to her.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. All right.
Okay.
He has an audience.
Yeah, she's not even looking at us. She's like, yeah, whatever. All right. So we're going to dump our pasta shells. We have pasta shells. See? They're like little shells.
Oh, they're so cute.
Bless you. Okay. We're going to dump them in.
Could you tell us precisely how many pasta shells are in that bag, Ignacio?
I can. There's precisely 462 1/3 of these pasta shells in there.
Wow.
That's very precise numbers. So, ooh, look, you can look inside. See, it stopped boiling because what we did was we had hot water and threw in cold pasta shells, and so it stopped boiling. So now we have to wait for it to come back up to a boil. In the meantime, while we're letting our friend over here cook a little bit, that's not what I wanted. While we're letting him cook a little bit, we're going to come over here and we're going to prepare our lovely cheese.
Ignacio's gonna cut the cheese.
My wife got way too giddy over that one right there. That was a good dad joke. I'm going to open this up. Okay, this is a big old block of cheese. Now, how much cheese you use is up to you.
Lots of cheese, Dad, lots of cheese. Ha! Okay.
So, here we are now. We're back to cutting the cheese. We're just going to cut some cheese. We're going to make this super simple. Sometimes people will, they'll grate the cheese, and that's okay too. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I'm not that patient.
Bella always cut cubes of cheese.
Well, that's because I tell her to do that.
And she liked to snack on them too.
Yeah,
that was the fun part.
That's always the snacking on So we're gonna cut some slices of cheese here.
And Ignacio already washed his hands. He washed his hands before he started.
Oh yeah, I have to wash my hands constantly because it's safe and because the baby needs to be safe. So I always have to wash my hands. Okay, I'm gonna cut a little bit of cheese. That's a lot of cheese so far. Now again, how much cheese you cut is dependent on whether you like cheese. If you like lots of cheese, then you can cut lots of cheese. If you like a little cheese, you can cut a little cheese.
Want to use your Cutco knife? Easier?
No. Ooh, there's kind of salt there. So now.
And you can use a variety of cheese.
You can use any cheese you like. You can use Munster cheese. You can use smelly cheese if you like.
Even Cheese Whiz, if
you could use Cheese Whiz. You could use Velveeta.
Fancy.
You can use Velveeta cheese. You can use pretty much any kind of cheese. The reason I'm cutting these the way that I'm cutting them is because it helps when they're smaller to help them melt down later. All right, so I'm cutting these into cubes, and you'll see what I mean.
Ooh.
So now they're into cubes. See, starting to be in cubes like that. See?
Fancy. They remind me of the little mice on Cinderella. Can I try?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me that one.
Bite-sized cheese. Doesn't get better than that.
Cheese. Okay.
Cheese Louise.
Okay. My wife is.
Cheese Louise, that's
quite
good cheese.
The dad jokes today. All right.
I love her jokes. I'm the same way.
Well, I'm a kindergarten teacher too, so I always have some extra little sayings and little songs, and it's just constant.
Yeah, she literally sings everything that happens in the house. All right, so we're just cubing up some cheesy here.
Good job.
Cube up some cheese. Okay, so lots of cubes here. We're probably going to need a little bit more, to be honest with you. So we're going to cut up a little bit more.
Do you want to cut up this one?
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
So the reason I have the other kind of cheese is because I like the flavor of that cheese. Sometimes, you know, you want to use a cheese like this that doesn't have a whole lot of strong flavor to it because you're putting so much cheese in there. It could be a little bit strong otherwise. So I use this cheese because it has a nice even flavor. It's not too much. It's not too little. And then that way, it's not so overpowering when you have this lovely macaroni and cheese. What's that?
There's a lot of macaroni cheese.
You like cheese?
This yeah. I might like cheese.
You like cheese too? Cheese is pretty good, man. I like the cheese. Somebody made, and I can't remember who it was, but somebody made like a cheesy pasta chicken something dish on this cooking channel. And yes, I'm calling it a cooking channel because it makes me feel fancy. Because I'm cooking on a cooking channel right now. You guys are all the audience.
UCP chefs.
Yes, we are chefs of UCP. That's what we are. Not chef of the week, but chefs of UCP. All right.
Should we check on our oil and water?
Sure. Let's go check on our pasta. Let's
Pasta.
go check on our pasta here. Oh, it's nice and red. Look at that.
It's back
Pink.
to a
Look at that.
bowl. Oh, how pretty.
You see how pinky it's turning out? It's gonna be lovely pink. So we're gonna
Pink,
test
pink.
it. So we're gonna just test. Oh, I gotta get one of these guys on here. Hold on. We're gonna put one right in my hand. I was trying to think of a safe way to do that, and I could not think of a safe way to do that.
Well, plus our little dish broke, so
Yeah, I broke a dish in here the other day.
that we usually use.
I'm really not that clumsy in the kitchen, guys. Really.
No, he's not. I am.
I tend to break things sometimes. Okay.
Breaking hearts. Only hearts.
All right, we have a little ways to go yet. So, how done you like your pasta is totally up to you too.
I like a little bite.
Sometimes there's a little bite to it. Sometimes people like it mushier. It just depends on what you like. There's different ways to look at it. So we have lots of cheese here, and we're gonna cut a little bit of this cheese because I like the flavor of it. It's delicious.
It's having so much fun.
Okay, so we're gonna cut this guy up a little bit.
That cheese is a different color.
It is a different color, and it smells a lot different. Sometimes people like this cheese. It's called stinky cheese.
Aged cheddar.
This is an aged cheddar, correct. My favorite snack is this kind of cheese with a Triscuit and a little bit of mustard. It's really delicious.
It is very good.
Really delicious.
I'll try a piece there, Governor.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna take a piece of the good cheese, huh? Thanks, dude.
That's a good cheese.
That smells good. Okay. Check this guy again.
It's a good thing I'm here. Otherwise, Ignacio would have eaten all the cheese and we would have no macaroni and cheese, just macaroni.
All right. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Okay. So, stop eating cheese, dude.
I'm not.
Yeah. Okay.
So, cheese.
I know, for real, dude. So, we now in our pasta is where I want it to be, right? I'm going to take some lovely, what are these called? Oven mitts? Yeah. Lovely oven mitts. And what I have set up over here is a strainer. See? The strainer. There's little holes in it. And you can put it in the sink. Come on over. We're going to take our lovely pasta, our pink pasta. We're going to drain it out.
Tender.
Just like that. Look at that. There it goes. There's one in there. Okay.
What beautiful pink pasta.
It's a gorgeous color, right? And we want to try and get some of the liquids out of there, so we're going to shake it around a little bit.
Shake it, shake, shake, shake it.
Look how pink that is. That's pretty cool.
Very pretty.
Yeah, I like that. We haven't done this in a while. This is pretty cool. So we're going to leave that there for a moment. And then we're going to come back over here. We're going to get this guy ready.
Oh, we should have Bella's.
So this is our lovely pan that we're going to use. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And what we're going to do now, let that heat up a little bit. And what we're going to do next is we're going to be putting putting the pasta in with some butter. Okay? And then we're going to add the cheese. And so when you add the cheese and the butter helps the cheese not stick together too much. It kind of helps lubricate the pasta a little bit. So it really works out good that way. So, let's see here. Bit of butter.
Here, see, here.
Now, there we go. Okay.
You need a new talon?
No, I'm going to use this one. Okay. Wait for it to heat up. We're going to test it a little bit. Not yet. All right. Well, this is going to be delicious. I don't eat a lot of cheese anymore just because I love cheese, but it doesn't love me back very well. But I love this dish because it's really tasty and really filling. So later on, I'm going to be paying for this stuff. My wife made me go get hot dogs because she was like, oh, if we're having macaroni and cheese, we have to have hot dogs. So I also got some hot dogs we'll be cooking off camera later. You know,
So are we waiting?
later.
Are we waiting?
We are. We're waiting for the pan to heat up just a little
Tell
bit.
them to think about what kind of cheese and what shape noodles they would use.
Why don't you, Jeff, our teacher?
Oh, okay. So while we're waiting for this process to move along, you guys could be thinking about what kind of pasta shells or types of pasta you would use and what kinds of cheese.
Ooh, that's a good question. What kind of cheese do people like? Are there different kinds of cheese people like?
That.
Goat cheese.
Pepper jack.
Goat cheese.
Ooh,
Pepper
goat
jack.
cheese. That's a good one.
You know what else is a Gouda cheese? Is Gouda.
Wow. Wow.
Is there a drum anywhere? Andrew thinks I'm funny.
Here, I'll give you one.
Oh, Ignacio has a plethora of sounds to
I do
share.
here, but this is the best one.
You know, it's a Gouda cheese. It's a Gouda cheese. How rude!
That was funny.
We have
Look
a
at
few of them. Let's see.
Get over there.
We're really getting it.
That's the one he used to wake up our daughter when she
Oh, yeah.
turned 20.
That was fun. That was fun. Waking up our daughter, our older daughter, is a lot more fun when it's annoying for her.
All right, so what are we doing here,
So
Chef
we're melting
Ignacio?
the. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was distracted there.
Chef Chavez.
I was melting the butter here, right? And so now it's nice and melted. We're gonna take our lovely pasta here.
And then what do you have it on? About a 5.
Well, everybody's oven is different.
Yeah,
so,
this is ultra heat. Our stove gets really hot.
Mhm.
So
I'm gonna
you
put
probably
some
only
here.
need it at like you're at 4.
Hear it, right?
That sizzle is not pretty down. Take it off for a second.
Okay.
Delicious.
So notice that I didn't use all the pasta this time because sometimes you just have to like let it, figure out. Let that cook a little bit with the butter, help coat everything. Right? It smells delicious.
And believe it or not, it'll still like
Cheese, more pop.
So now we're gonna grab our lovely cheese here.
More cheese, more
Dump
pop.
our lovely cheese in. Ooh, that looks kind of cool with those colors.
It's so pretty.
Ooh, I'm dropping cheese everywhere.
More cheese, more pop. More pop, more cheese.
Okay,
Cheese, more
lots
pop.
of cheese. There's so much cheese. Oh, and now I need to put our special cheese in to make sure we don't forget this guy.
Fancy, please.
Fancy cheese. So fancy. We'll put it in. Ooh, that one didn't make it in, it fell out.
Nah.
Okay. Can we put all the cheese in?
Maybe let's hold off.
Okay.
Let's gauge it
Okay. So now,
after we stir it.
all we're doing now is we're just letting it cook and steam itself and melt. And it will take a little bit of time to do this. You have to be patient. This is where the patience comes in.
We're ready.
Should have invited all the us.
I know that's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, so we're getting melty. You're getting melty. So, all right. Wanna bring that over here? Huh? You want me to film for a minute? Okay. So you guys can look how it's starting to melt. You can still see some of the blocks, but it's starting to melt real nicely now, and it'll start to kind of gloosh together really nice. And it's still very pink, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So this all started because when my daughter was little, she used to love to make a menu, and then I taught her how to make dishes, and she could put all those dishes on her menu and cook for the family. So she would put on macaroni and cheese, and then in parentheses it would say choose your color, because that when she was younger she thought that was like the coolest thing ever, that she could choose the color of her macaroni and cheese.
Or
So you can pretty much pick whatever color you like, whatever your favorite color of the moment is.
Hers was usually blue or green.
Right. Well, then she got into mixing the colors. So she would make these crazy colors
Rainbow.
by mixing these different kinds of food coloring. And all it is food coloring. That's what we use, because food coloring is safe to ingest and safe to eat because it's safe for food.
Hi, Jessica.
Oh, look at that. It's getting
Thank
nice and
you.
melty now. Oh, look at that stuff. That looks delicious. All right, I'm moving it around a lot because I don't want the cheese to burn. I just want it to melt. And the butter helps it keep it nice and lubricated and move around and stuff. What's wrong, kiddo? Eleanor is ready for more action over there. She's like, let's go. Okay, we are almost done here, guys. We are almost done here.
See the progress.
Take a look at it now.
So yummy.
Right?
Very yummy.
Yeah, huh, Frank? I know, man.
I like the color.
Yay.
80s.
Nice, huh?
Right.
Okay.
So that was enough cheese.
Yeah, that's good. So I think we're just about done here, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this off the heat. It's gonna be, I don't want it to burn, so we'll let it sit for a minute.
Shall we plate it?
Yeah. We'll get prop that. We're gonna get.
So I know I came on late, but what are you making?
This is from scratch macaroni and cheese,
Nice.
and it's custom colored by someone whoever shouted out pink.
Awesome.
Pink macaroni and cheese with 2 kinds of cheese.
Great.
So,
There's bowls, huh? You want to just use a regular bowl? She's ready to try this mac and cheese. She's ready to try it.
okay, macaroni and cheesies.
And then forks.
So now we're gonna take our lovely macaroni and cheese here that's all nice and melted. We're gonna put it over here.
Creamy.
Creamy. Some people will use milk in their macaroni and cheese, and that's cool too. Depends on what you like to do. There's a lot of different recipes. That's why I like cooking so much, because you can change one small thing in a dish and it totally changes the dish. And sometimes you like it a certain way, and so you know how to make it for yourself, and you can make it that way. So whatever you want to do. So we'll take this one up here.
What about a dash of salt and pepper? Do we need that?
No.
Why not?
Because
Cheese is already very
salty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pepper.
you don't tend to need it too much, the salt and pepper piece to this.
You need hot sauce.
I was just gonna say you could add hot sauce if you want.
Sriracha.
Sriracha
Oh,
on mac and cheese is the
Yes.
best.
Don't get me started on sriracha.
Oh,
Don't get them started.
No.
sriracha on mac and cheese is the best way to eat mac and cheese.
No.
He will like
And his tuna
You're making my
sandwiches.
cooking heart
Oh.
hurt.
he'll disown you if you.
You're making my cooking heart hurt right now. All right.
All right,
So,
chef, are you gonna try it?
we don't have any questions here. Okay.
Spoons.
Put it in. Okay. All right. Well, we'll have our taste tester. Hold on. Let me grab the phone here. Okay. Okay. So now we're in a taste test. This is our taste kitchen.
Taste.
Okay. Not the kids. You can't eat that. She's not there yet. Okay. Okay. If it's nasty, don't show it on camera. Okay.
So good.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. There is your macaroni and cheese made from fresh cheese and macaroni that you guys colored yourself and chose pink. And there's the finished product. So all in all, it doesn't take very long to do, and it's super simple. It's easy stuff to do. Let's put this around. So there's my wife eating it with the long strand. So it's easy to do. It's easy to find in your kitchen. There's like a lot of cool dishes you can make that are super simple. That is them. And I think that's it for today. That's all the cooking class for today, guys.
Let me go grab the sriracha.
No, sriracha.
Yes. Thank you.
No sriracha.
Don't
No
eat the sriracha.
It's not allowed in our home.
No, man. All right.
Sriracha makes everything better.
No. Now I'll have Tapatio or Tabasco or Cholula sauce even, but I don't know about the sriracha stuff, man.
We're gonna have to start spiking your meals with sriracha.
And you know what's funny about that is I can always tell. I'm like, oh, there's something in this. That's not right. Something's in this. My wife snuck it into food one time, and she totally got me, though. She stuck it in, I didn't know.
Green bean casserole for
Yeah. It was a green bean casserole she made. That would have been a good one, too, to make. Well, thank you guys for joining me on the cooking channel today. It was lovely having everyone.
Yeah.
It was lovely. You say hi. Say hi, baby.
Oh, the baby.
Say hi.
So big.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's so big.
She looks so much like Ignacio, but like so much like mom too.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's depends on the day and what she's in the mood for. I always joke and say when she's in a bad mood, she looks like my wife.
Yeah, of course you do. That's how it normally works.
Oh. Where's that phone? The pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
Where's that phone?
Wait, hold on. I have to do the sound with it. Hold on. Oh, that's not the right one. I love that thing. That was my favorite thing. You can record sounds on it too, and it's supposed to like.
A good sound.
Wilhelm. No, it's weird. This one just says ham.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of ham, I just want to add one little thing. If you have leftover ham, dice that like little chunk of ham. It's so good.
Yeah, you can pretty much put anything from leftovers in this stuff. It's a super easy leftover meal to throw things in. You can include veggies in it. You can put meat in it. You can put all kinds of stuff in it. It's really delish. Just don't put sriracha in it. Then you're good.
Yes, put extra sriracha.
Awesome.
What's
Well,
up,
thanks,
Frankie?
guys. Thanks for our cooking class today and our cooking channel. We appreciate you guys coming out and sharing your dish with us.
Yeah, that was fun.
Sriracha on everything.